Join us as we blaze through Bonfire. I think that this game right out of the box is fairly exceptional. It has amazing quality components. The artwork is very fitting and bright and colorful with the different bonfires. Yet it still kind of fits that gloomy feel that it's supposed to have, because you don't have light until you light those bonfires. So overall, it's a very solidly built game. Collect points in multitude of ways. So you move your ship around, you collect tasks, you build a path, moving your guardians around. There are multitudes of things you can do on every turn, and on each turn you get to take one action.
I think that's the kind of game, like, some people love them, some people don't. I think we like the various options and paths that this kind of game opens up, because based on what's out in the board or the cards that are in the market can kind of like push you in one direction and give you a bit of a game plan.
Absolutely. And because things are always changing, and the action the previous player takes may affect your action, you're always thinking on your feet. So you can't really build a strategy and get too far ahead, because somebody can come and get in your way, like he always does. I go to the Great Bonfire, my whole plan is there, and he turns it the turn before.
Lisa, what do you think about the way that you gain resources via the fate tiles in this game?
So, it's actually really cool. You can get additional resources by making your colors line up using the fate tiles. Really interesting mechanic, because you're kind of in control of how many resources you get, which is fabulous. But you also want to be thrifty on how you use them, because if you don't use all your fate tiles, you actually score points just by not using them. Now let's talk a little bit about replayability. That's what we're here for. We want to let you guys know what we think about this game from a value proper. You're gonna get enough games out of this box based on the number of things that change every game. So the way that you choose your fate tiles, they're always randomized, the order they go out. So just because on one game you were able to really build up your resources and have your colors match, the next game that might not be true, because you have to access your fate tiles from the top or the bottom of the pile. You can't just willy-nilly pick the ones that you want.
And they're randomized.
Other things that are always random are your path tiles. So they come out in random orders with random resources. So that's going to change the way that you play. And I think the biggest change would be the tasks. So the actual individual bonfires that you choose change every game. They change what island they're on. As well, I guess the bonfire changes every time.
Yeah, and the cards will drastically change how you play. If you get a certain card, you might play a certain strategy. When you go to an island and take a task on your board, you have to pay resources, and there's two face up and a resource on the board. So depending on what you have, you may have to burn through, or you're just going to go to a different island if you have like a lot of the green resources. Yeah, tons of replayability in the box. I think when we first played the first couple of games, I was kind of like, oh, we'll see. But now I feel like we kind of almost end up in the same place-ish. But how I get there is drastically different every game.
To variability between games.
Yeah, we've only played it 2 because pandemic, but I would assume that this would play very well with a higher play count. Also comes with a solo module with individual cards, so you can play against like an AI kind of bot thing. And I hear it's good. I have not yet to play it, but so are we going to keep it in the collection?
Absolutely. This game goes the distance.